guys, it's Sky bringing you another video. I know I brought out a video and I was wearing the same thing. I've trying to do something different. I'm trying to make a couple videos in the same days. Some of my videos I might be wearing the same thing and they come out different days. So that's my strategy now. My editing software really hasn't been working. So I try to make a couple videos at once, so I don't have to worry about getting it fixed and redoing the video from scratch. It's very frustrating because I have a plan with what I want to do for a video. I go through it. I'm very spontaneous when I talk about things. So it really hurts me when I put this effort into these, vlogs and they don't come out right. So whew, I hope this works. I want to do this video on what I look for in a man. I told you on another video that I'm attracted to guys, and for the most part, I do have attraction to women, but, the big picture for me, I always picture me getting married, and being married to guys. So, for the most part, in a relationship, I've been looking for just a guy. I do have attraction for women, but, you know, I feel like the girly one, so it'd be very hard for me to date a woman because, I don't want to have to fight for the passiveness. I want to be me. But as far as, race, anything like that, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. That, for me, that doesn't make a guy, a man. That, it's more than that. That's just the shell of who they really are. I really look for a heart, and somebody has passion for life, if they want to make things better, if they want to be positive, those things are important to me, because I have motivations, I have desires, for the things I want to do in my life. The guy that I'm going to be with and share my life with, I want him to you know be able to be like me and share our lives together and share that with you guys, and show the bumpy roads and the dark times and things you've gone through. That's you know something that's important because I want to continue these videos, even when I get older. I always want to have this platform to you know be passionate or I want this platform to be passionate and share my stories with you guys. That's what makes me happy. Height wise, I'm 5'10", almost 5'11". I have long legs, so yeah, I don't really judge a guy if he's shorter, but for the most part, I try to find a guy that's taller than me. I like heels, but I don't wear them because I'm already 5'10", so it's hard. Like I want to look a certain way, but then I have to worry about who I'm with. So for the most part, I do try to find a guy that's taller than me. Um, I mean, I do like guys that are into sports and that are fit. That's because that's something I'm around, and it's easy to associate with them, and they understand me. So I do look for that. I look for connections in that sense because you don't have to do everything together, but there's got to be some kind of connection where you can do things together that are fun that you both enjoy. So I look for all these things in a partner, in a husband, lover, and anything, whatever you want to call it. I want that one day, and I think I will be a good you know wife to somebody one day. I think that I have a lot of good characteristics. Is for I, I let's see. One of the biggest things too I look for in a guy is how he treats me. Like I want a guy to be able to treat me like I'm special to them. A woman to them. They don't see me differently. Like and a problem I have too is I don't really want. I'm not really looking for a guy that's into transgenders because most of them, you know, view us differently. My goal would be to find a guy that just loves me and accepts me for me. Whether it happens is one thing, but like everyone else, I have dreams of what I hope my life can be. So, and I want to share that with you guys. If that day ever comes, I'll be recording that. I want to take you along on my life. I never thought my life would ever be interesting. I've always inspired to write a book one of these days because I think I'm very good with words and just talking about things. But growing up, I didn't take my education seriously. I mean, I'm intelligent, but I could have been so much smarter if I would have took schooling seriously. I was so struggling. You know, I like guys that can have a conversation. And a huge plus is making me laugh. You can make me laugh. That phew, you can make me just starstruck. A nice smile with a funny conversation. I don't really care for arrogance. I mean, it's good to have confidence in yourself, but arrogance, if you're into yourself more than you're into anything else, then it's going to be very difficult to have a passionate like romantic relationship. So these are things that I look for in a man. I haven't dated in 2 years. I'm not really you know looking for anything right now. I'm too worried about my career and what I want to do, and I don't want any distractions. You know, I I do hope soon though that I can start going out there and dating again. I have a hard time because, I'm in this situation where, I tell the guys like sit there and are really attracted to me. They like my personality, they say all these good things, and then I tell them that I'm transgender and it just falls apart. So, it's challenging because I gotta find a guy that I'm attracted to, but yet I gotta hope he accepts me and, we can have a good life together. I want that. Want like anyone else to be happy and have a wedding, and I dreamed about that since I was a little kid, and I never thought it was possible, but I see it. It's in sight. If it's going to happen, it's one thing, but I have the opportunity now to experience something in my life that, I thought was unattainable. I like any other woman, girl, I dreamt about being in a bride's gown, walking down the aisle, and you know those dreams and those thoughts really destroyed me when I was younger because I was like, why am I thinking that? Like, why am I thinking like I want to be the woman? Like, and that's just how I've been. And the day that I can rock that gown, it will be a very happy day for me. I'd love to share that video if it ever happens. I'd love to put that on my channel. I think that'd be really cool. Like I said, if when I do date again, I want that person to be a part of this channel. I want to be able to share our lives together, and you know, it's something I hope for. I hope they have the same passions as me. They don't want to just settle for anything. They want everything. That I want to give everything I have left in myself to this world. I don't want to leave anything to regret when I'm older. So, you know, I'm gonna go for it, go for everything, and you know, I'll never fail because the fact I'm here, the fact that I can say I'm proud of something, and that I'm strong and I've been through things. It's a really good feeling. For somebody that's felt so lowly about themselves. It's such a crazy feeling. Like when I'm out and a guy, says compliments or tries to hit on me, for the most part, I really don't. I'll say thank you, but I really don't flirt. I, I think people think I'm stuck up because I don't really. I smile, but for the most part, I don't. I don't really look, and the only time I hear it, guys are looking at me is when my girlfriends are with me, or my friends, period, even my guy friends, and they're like, oh, like I was checking out. I'm like, sweet. I don't really pay attention, and I'm not stuck up or anything like that. I'm usually not the one that makes the initial comment, walk up, or anything like that. That's just me. Like if somebody's into me, they're gonna come up to me, and I'm pretty friendly. I just kind of have a different side of my personality where, you know, I just I'm laid back and I just let things happen. I don't like drama. I've matured a lot. I just want to live a happy life. So, like I was saying, there's not really a certain ethnicity that I'm looking for. I just attracted guys in general. I love if they have a good heart, that they're passionate about things, that they're funny. If they can make me laugh, that's everything. You know, I I love having a good time. I love exploring things. I really hope I get in a relationship one day that's just romantic. Like something that just sweeps me off my feet. Like I just not even expecting it. It just happens. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know. It's kind of silly because I'm stereotyping, women in sense, but I love taking care of, you know, like a guy, a man. It sounds silly, but I do. I would love to be when they get home from work, cooking and being kissed and just appreciated. I dream about it. I feel like I'm a good enough person that I deserve happiness like that someday. Whether it happens is one thing, but I'm always going to hope that someone will come along one of these days. I've had some bad experiences where I've been treated poorly. I, there's been times where I didn't feel good enough, but that person will come along, and I'm not going to sit there and force anything. I want somebody to put as much effort into wanting to be with me as I do with them. So guys, not that any of you guys would like me, but if for any women out there, at least that are like me, treating them with kindness, showing compassion towards them, protecting them, making them laugh. These are the things that we look for in a guy, like our knight in shining armor, our man that's going to take care of us and treat us like a beautiful woman we are, but have equal respect for each other, where it's not one-sided that, it's not all about one person. It's about spending each other, lives with each other and just help each other becoming better people and just living life to the fullest, and I hope I have that one day. So, somebody will come along, and even if it doesn't, I'm strong enough the person I am today, I'm happy with who I am. I don't need anybody. I've really molded into a person that is strong and I always have myself. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, it helps me out. If you want to know more about my life, subscribe. And I love you guys. Have a safe weekend. I will see you guys on the next video.